Now, here is a question for everyone. And you have to answer this within yourself. You have to answer this before the Most High. This is between you and the Most High. No one else has anything to do with it. Does your flesh tremble in fear of the Most High? Do your flesh tremble? Are you afraid of his judgments? Here are two questions you have to ask and answer within yourself. Are you afraid of his judgments? See, there were many people in scripture. They weren't afraid of his judgment. Most people today, they're not afraid of his judgment, and their flesh definitely does not tremble. Their flesh, they will tell you, he didn't give us the spirit of fear. Now you understand why they drilled that into us in Christianity. He didn't give us the spirit of fear. No, they didn't teach it. He gave it, but they didn't teach it. After one teach it to you, you see it in the scripture. You accept, you tell the Most High, put fear in me. I read in your scripture, you put the fear, your fear in your people. I'm your son, I'm your daughter. Put your fear in me that I may obey your words. Make me afraid of your judgment. This is your prayer. And watch what happens. This will be between you and him. He will show you something. If you're not where you need to be, he will get you there with what he shows you. This is how we need to talk to him. Proverbs 23:17 through 17 and 18. Do not let your heart envy those that commit iniquity. Don't let your heart envy them. Seem like they're surviving. Seem like they're doing well. He said, don't let your heart envy them. He needs these people to carry out his will. He carries out his will. How do you think we ended up in slave ships? He needed those wicked people. Be zealous. This is what you should be concentrating on. Be zealous for the fear of Yahuah all day long. Be zealous. Make sure you have this fear in you of the Most High. Make sure you know the results. Make sure you look at the people and what they did in scripture that caused death upon them. Make sure you understand those that murmured and complained. What happened to them? Most of them died out. They didn't even make it into the land. You see, like my son said on the Shabbat, some liar told our people that the journey, it was a 40-year journey. No, my son said they wandered. He made them, see, my son understands the scripture. He caused them to wander. When you don't know where you're going, you will go in circles. And this is what wander means. They wandered. They didn't take a straight trip from one place to another. He had them wandering around until they died off. The Christians know this. Shame on you, allowing the Christians to know more than what you know. Allowing them to understand truth that you don't know. Shame on you. They wandered. My son is right. They wandered. They just went around wandering. It wasn't like they went straight into the land, continued nonstop, didn't go in circles. For surely, there is a hereafter. There is an afterlife. When you die, it doesn't end. And you can check out many people that's died. And they told what happened after they died. There's a hereafter. And your hope will not be cut off. You hope not to be cut off. But many, because they don't fear, they will be cut off in their iniquities. They will be cut off with those that commit iniquities. Job 28:28. And to the man he said, behold, the fear of Yahuah, that is wisdom. You want to know what wisdom is? So if you don't fear the Most High, you don't have wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. You see, the key word here, depart from evil. You have to depart from evil. They knew to depart from evil. Depart from that place. The Most High said, depart. Babylon is evil. Depart from evil is understanding. You see, those that depart from that place, we have understanding. Those that choose to stay in that filth, that pollution, don't complain about it. You can't even complain about it. You're in it. It's like your house. Your house is polluted. Your house is dirty. Your house is smelly. Dead animals in your house. Dead people in your house. Rotten. The smell of rotten flesh is all in your house. And you stay in it. You don't depart it. You can't clean it up. We can't clean up Babylon. The scripture says he would heal her, but she would not be healed. The Most High is not healing her, so she's not going to be cleansed. If the Most High is not cleansing her, we can't cleanse her. So we have to depart from her evil. And this is understanding. When we part from her, we're parting from her and her evil. You can't stay. Let me make another point here, because many people say we're supposed to leave mentally. You can't. What scripture is that? I know you're new to this knowledge. I know that the Christian teachers don't teach this. I know that those camp leaders, they only hit certain scriptures. Each one, the churches in the camp, they hit certain scriptures. The rest is left untouched. What scripture says we have to leave mentally? Stay in your house with all those dead flesh and leave spiritually and mentally. You stay physically now. Watch this. Stay physically, but leave mentally and spiritually. You will stay in that mess and you will die right there in that mess. Noah didn't stay mentally and spiritually. Lot didn't stay mentally and spiritually. He left physically. You know the scripture as the days of Noah, as the days of Lot. We've been told we're living in the days of Noah and Lot. They told us that in Christianity. You don't get this? You think we're supposed to stand still and do nothing? Stick around. The Most High got another word for you concerning this. You will get it. Genesis 20:11. And Abraham said, because I thought surely the fear of Yahuah is not in this place. Look, if the fear of Yahuah not in the place, they're allowed to do wickedness, anything, and they will kill me on account of my wife. So if they feared the Most High, they wouldn't kill Abraham. They would be afraid of the Most High. See, if Abraham come to America right now, I don't care, looking the way he looked as when he walked on earth, or put him in American clothing, Babylonian clothing. Put him in the Babylonian clothing. His life will be in danger because the people don't fear him. If he go amongst the camps, his life will be in danger because the people don't fear him. Isaiah 11:2-3. He didn't give us the Ruach of fear. He didn't give us the spirit of fear. Or did he? Check out Isaiah 11:2-3. It's amazing how you quote Paul. And then you come back to Isaiah 11. How can you do this? Do you know this is a contradiction, right? The Ruach of Yahuah shall rest upon him. Watch this. Which part of the Ruach? There are many different parts. There are many different fractions of the Ruach. The Ruach of wisdom and understanding. Okay. The Ruach of counsel and might. Got it. The Ruach of knowledge and is a conjunction added in addition to. The Ruach of knowledge and of the fear of Yahuah. So there was a Ruach of fear that was put upon him. And you don't think he put that upon us? He didn't put that in us? His delight is in the fear of Yahuah. Your delight, my delight should be in the fear of Yahuah. It's a good thing to fear Yahuah. You fear Yahuah, you're in good company. You're in the company of the righteous. Welcome to being in the company of the righteous. Pay no attention to the wicked. Here's another one. Pay no attention to those that's just coming to the knowledge of the truth. They have to learn. And they open up their mouth and they say things to some of them not intentionally trip people up, but they're tripping people up because they've still unlearned. If you're unlearned, be quiet. sit down and be quiet. It's simple. Listen, when I came to the knowledge of the truth, 3 years passed before I started making videos. I was acquiring knowledge and understanding. And when I got within the borders, the knowledge, I was not working. I dedicate all my time to studying. I wake up in the morning, I'm studying. I stop to go to the bathroom, I stop to eat. And then by the time dinner comes, I stop then. And then I didn't do any studying after that most of the time. But my mornings and afternoons, up until the evenings, I was in the scriptures. I was studying. I was writing notes. I still have the pens. I wrote out all the ink in the pens. I have them in my book that I wrote in. So I did all these things and I saw what was missing. And I said, this is missing. And so this is the reason I created this channel. His delight is in the fear. My point is I learned before I begin to speak. His delight is in the fear of Yahuah. Watch this. He shall not judge by the sight of his eyes. This is what we do. We judge by the sight. We do what we feel and see is right in our own eyes, nor decides by the hearing of his ears. Nehemiah 5:9. Then I said, what you are doing is not good. You see, our people was told when they didn't walk into fear, they was told what you are doing is not good. Should you not walk in the fear of Yahuah because of the reproach of the nations, our enemies? Here is your question. Should you not walk in we should walk in the fear of the Most High. Ezekiel 30:13. Thus says Yahuah. See, thus says Yahuah. Listen up, pay attention. He's not putting fear in people. Here's an example of him putting fear in other nations. I will also destroy the idols and cause the images to cease from now. There shall no longer be prince from the land of Egypt. I will put fear in the land of Egypt. The Most High is saying he's going to put fear in the land of Egypt. Now tell this to the people of the land. He didn't put fear in us. He didn't give us the spirit of fear. He didn't give us the Ruach of fear. These people will beg to differ. He put the fear in their hearts. Now, I'm done. And you have to see the reason why we don't fear the Most High. Here it is. This is the reason we don't fear the Most High. Isaiah 29:13. Therefore Yahuah said, inasmuch as these people draw near with their mouth, we speak a good talk. We talk, I love the Most High. The Most High is all this. He's making a way for us. He's making a way. He's doing this. He's doing that. The Most High. They draw near to him with their mouth and honor me with their lips. You honor him. These are those that, they say they love him. They say they know him, but have removed their hearts far from me. Their heart's not with him. That's why when our people need help coming out of Babylon, they do a GoFundMe page. They don't give $1. Their hearts are far from. If you have $1 to spare, you didn't sow $1, especially when someone else has helped you out. You don't sow $1. Your heart is far from him. So when you're talking, you're just noise. Your cymbals clash together. You're making noise. No one wants to hear you. And their fear toward me is taught by the commandment of men. The commandments of men, it could be your husband. It could be your father. This is who we don't have the fear because it's taught by the commandment of men. Shaul was a man that says he didn't put the Ruach of the spirit of fear in us. He didn't give us the spirit of fear. This is what he said. That's a commandment of men. So yes, the question has to be answered. The Most High did put fear in us, in the righteous, but the wicked, the Most High did not put the fear in you. You're not his. Sorry to tell you. Shalom.